raw eggs, and there is that smell. I don't know why I'm smelling this. I honestly don't know. There's going to be some kind of woman who will change her location, who will move, because there is some kind of unexpected opportunity, and there is almost like somebody coming out of a difficult situation, but they have to play their cards right, I'm hearing. You are being supported right now. After a time of heartbreak, after a time of healing, you're being supported. Look at this, the Three of Swords literally, jumped. After a time of healing, after a time of heartbreak, you now can have what you want. Just decide which way you want to align, like what is the road you want to align yourself with. Like, what do you want for yourself? Truly, there's so much noise and we sometimes discuss so many different things, right? But truly, sometimes it is about pausing and asking yourself, truly, like her sad song, right? Listen to your heart, right? Listen to your heart. What do you truly want? Listen to your heart, and I want to say go from there. Hi, Scorpions. Welcome back to my channel. Today, we're going to be doing your reading. Let's look into... We started looking into February, but again, if you discover this end of January, of course, it is still relevant, still applies, because we are going into this energy. And I said this before, February is a very interesting month because we are going to have all these Pluto activations. Mars with Pluto, Venus is going to be there too. So let's take a look. What else is happening in February astrologically? So as we're going into that energy, actually still in January, we are going to have, just in a few days from now, I believe in January 24th, right? Just tomorrow, I think. What day is today? I don't know what day is today, so don't ask me. But yeah, January 24th, we're going to have the full moon in Leo. And this is going to be an interesting full moon in Leo because we're going to have Pluto involved. Pluto is going to be with the sun. Pluto just entered Aquarius, and we will see how there is a different tone to Leo full moons. They are very different than the ones we used to experience when Pluto was still in Capricorn. So a definite transformative, activating full moon taking place, and looking into how, especially Mars-Pluto conjunction in February is really going to shift some things. And for you, Scorpios, also again, Mars is your ruling planet. Pluto is also your ruling planet. So them to conjunct together at this very faded 0 degrees Aquarius, be ready for new right now. Like, this is your very empowering moment. And of course, depending which other placements you have in your chart, if you have placements in the first 5 degrees of Scorpio, but also Taurus, Leo, Aquarius, this is where like big shifts can happen. Even though, of course, if you have a hard aspect of this planets to any personal planets to any points in your chart, it could feel like, wow, like this stuff is heavy or something. But look, open to infinite possibility. It is time to heal. You're very empowered right now. You're very empowered right now to shed the old skin, so to say, and to look at this and to reopen. To reopen. I don't know what I said, reopen. Like, this could be interpreted in many different ways, just so you know. To reopen, it could mean maybe reopen yourself to love, maybe reopen some kind of projects, or maybe like open something. And looking at this lion spirit and peacock spirit, lion, of course, is all about this majestic lion, lioness energy, right? For Scorpios, to stand house, career. With peacock spirit, let it shine. It's time to really show yourself, really, be yourself. Lay a solid foundation right now, which makes a lot of sense. Again, 0 degrees of Aquarius. This is where Pluto is going to be in the sign of Aquarius until 2042, I believe, right? 2042, 2043. So this is our work for the next, how many? This 20 almost years. Where do we want to go? Spirit has your back, regardless. You can make your dreams come true. You have a lot of knowledge, a lot of wisdom now. What do you want to do with it? It's almost like, okay, here is this clean slate. Here is this boat. Here is this plane you're getting. And you can fly anywhere in the world you want. And you can do anything you want for the next 20 years of your life. You are free. If you've done the work, I want to say with Pluto and Capricorn, especially in the past few years where it's been culminating in the last degrees, if you've done the work with, eclipses, which were really pushing you to shed your skin, if you've done the work with Uranus and Taurus in your 7th house of changing the way you see relationships, letting go, liberating yourself of relationships that are restrictive, you know, like opening your mind to a new type of relationship. And even now, as South Node is still in Libra, if you've done the work of, again, liberating yourself from soul contracts that are no longer serving you, there is really nothing that can hold you back. This is like huge. And people with South Node in Libra kind of misunderstand this a little bit, because when I say letting go of old soul contracts, of course, yes, Libra on the most basic level represents relationships, whether it's boyfriend, girlfriend, whether it's husband, wife, relationships that have, you know, outserved their purpose. Especially, you know, something that always stands out to me is the connection between this eclipse cycle and the one that I believe was in 2013. Like right around 2013, 2014, when North Node was in Libra, South Node was in Aries. There were a lot of relationships that might have entered our lives around that time, or a lot of soul contracts, a lot of journeys. And especially those ones do feel like there's a bit of this, almost like extra resistance to let this go. But at the same time, this might be the ones that we will benefit from letting go the most. And again, this is not just about romantic relationships. Soul contracts could represent your soul contract with a specific community, a friendship, family members. You know, we have soul contracts with family members. Just because you are related, like I know people dislike me for saying this, but like just because you are related by blood to someone, it doesn't mean that your journey with them is forever, or you are obligated to be around them forever. I know it's a very like controversial thing to say, but I always think of that, okay, this is like, you know, your mother, cousin, aunt, whoever. Sure, they are important, but how many other women are that you are not necessarily related by blood, who you might even have deeper connections with? Like in my life, I had connections with people who felt like family. They were not related to me by blood. There were people in my own family, I don't even feel a connection with them. And it's strange. It could be for Scorpio rising, especially because of Aquarius actually in the 4th house, where it is a little bit different when it comes to what you consider a family. Aquarius in the 4th house makes you kind of detached and a bit weird, an alien in your own family very often. Scorpios very often feel like they are the black sheep of the family or whatever. And then even if you look at the 9th house of Scorpio, where the Cancerian is, unless a relationship with family members can be this very like spiritual journey that takes you places, very often Scorpios do cut off ties with certain family members. And sometimes you find your motherland, or you find a place that feels like home, or people who feel like home in faraway lands with Cancer in the 9th house. So could represent something like this. Or sometimes it could just be toxic and you needing to detach. But there's something here to say about if you've done this work, so to say, there are so many different things that are available for you. For some of you are still a bit in between. And once again, let Spirit be your guide. It's time to take a leap of faith. Yes, there's been painful lessons, but I feel like it taught you to understand where to give your energy and to see more clearly. Anyway, this looks good. Good start. Good start. So let's see, which deck should we go for your love reading? So it's love, but it's other energies. You know how it goes. Let's go with this one. Ooh, already coming up. Look at this, the Fool literally jumping out for you. First row you, second row your person. The Fool, the World, over and over and back again. What does it mean? Over and over. I don't know. Hope it's not any X. Something over, back again I'm hearing. Is it a song? I don't know. Over and over. Okay. The Emperor. I'm going to take this one. Let me take Strength. Too many cards. I'm not going to take this one. If it's meant to come out, it's gonna come out. Let's see. Yeah, look at this, the Empress, yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Second row, the person you're connecting with. Again, it doesn't have to be romantic, just please understand. It's a general reading. I cannot, just, you know, I reopen comments and not to talk too much about this. I don't want to give this energy, but the kind of things people write, just like, the kind of things people say, I'm like, sometimes it's just like, oh, it would resonate with me more if you included this and that. Have I ever said this as a private reading? It is not. No, it's like, It's a collective energy. So I just can't believe some stuff. But anyway, let's focus. We have here the Star. We have here Death card. Yeah, someone is interested in you. This should be Ace of Wands. Clarify, Five of Pentacles. Two of Wands, all right. I'm hearing, okay, the Hanged Man. I'm hearing somebody is making a choice in favor of you. Now, see, that's the thing. Okay, this, I'm gonna have to take a sip of coffee. Oh, okay, give me strength. Let's talk about this. Let's start with this, actually. I'm hearing somebody is making a decision in your favor. But again, it's this person's energy, whoever this is weird, because it's almost like they still believe that everything is happening on their timing or something. Like, oh, when I decide this is gonna happen, this is gonna happen. And unfortunately, I believe that they are wrong about this, because I feel like you moved on from something here. And you do see, I do see, like, for you, new things coming towards you, people pursuing you, things moving forward toward, like, for you. Like, again, if you decide right now that you want to go forward, Six of Cups here, like, if you want to go forward, there's nothing blocking you. Again, there is this, use this energy wisely, Scorpio. Use this energy wisely, because there is something very powerful about all of these activations that's been going on recently. And even if you look back into December 21st, 2020, this is when Jupiter and Saturn met at 0 degrees Aquarius. We just had Sun and Pluto 0 degrees Aquarius. We're going to have Mars and Pluto 0 degrees Aquarius. This is no joke, these activations and times and points and periods and portals. Like, I'm trying to remember, in the end of 2020, I was actually starting some new projects. They didn't really flourish at the time, but I still put a seed of some things that I'm doing for myself, various projects. And yeah, I didn't really go into them in the past few years as much as I hoped to, but the seed is there. And this is what we need to remember. This is the energy where, again, yeah, sure, maybe not everything takes off immediately, even though here it could be, but like at least putting your energy into the things that you want to grow. Because if you keep, I feel like, engaging with certain situations from the past, you can move forward with them too, but do you want that, or do you really want to invest in your future? Because what I'm seeing here with the Fool in the World, I'm hearing, again, don't come at me for this, but this is how I'm hearing. I'm almost hearing like a song or something, over and over and back again. What is it? Is it a song? I don't know, but I'm hearing this. For you, the time has come to really bet on yourself. 0 degrees Fool, very much. Your 0 degrees Aquarius activation that just happened, and it's going to be in February too. It is time to bet on yourself. Bet on yourself. There were people in the comments also writing something about how man is the prize, blah, blah. I mean, sure, like, and I can say that I'm a figure skater. If you feel a certain way, if you identify a certain way, I can, I cannot do anything. But again, in my reality, in my world, I will be deciding how things go for me. You can do so with your own, sure. It's like, I'm not telling you how to live. I'm saying how I live. I'm sharing that. You know what I mean? So it's like, where I was going with this, but yeah, with the Fool to the World card, there's something here to say where something has ended, something has started, but there is almost like the way things ended. I'm almost getting somebody doesn't want to let you go. I mean, it's honest, like it's. But I feel like what you have to understand here, and this is not something like in collective. This will be different for each person. You have to be so careful with this, because. Like, I cannot tell you, oh, take a person back or invest into this, give this another chance, or no, don't take it back. Definitely move on. This is something to be discovered and figured out in each person. I mean, even in private reading, like I said certain situations, but like it's up to you ultimately what you're going to do. I cannot tell you, no, do this, don't do this. It's not works like this. I just feel like with Queen of Pentacles to the Emperor, you understood finally what you're worthy of. Queen of Pentacles is this energy where You know how you can inspire a person to be their best self? Like you can be with certain masculine energy and you can inspire them to be truly this emperor. But see, the thing is, like, because we have here, look at this emperor to the empress, right? So it's like you are a match to somebody very powerful. Or you can also help and inspire somebody to become more powerful. But one thing you're not going to do, and again, this was my unfortunate experience where someone expected me to inspire them, to help them become better, well, someone else will be benefiting from this. I know I'm so sorry, I'm sounding like a bitch, but it's not going to happen. If I'm going to be investing into a man, into our relationship, into our home, it's going to be our home. That's going to be a priority. Not situations from the past, not a million other hands that are reaching out to him while I'm being drained. It's just like, I'm really going to say it out there, once again, for cheap seats in the back, how they say, right? People who are watching. It's never going to happen. If I'm going to be with a man and I'm going to inspire him to become the best businessman, I don't know, a political figure even, I have no idea, president, something. If I'm going to inspire to become a man that's really award-winning musician or just the best artist they can be, trust me, I'm going to be next to him in that situation. I'm not going to be tolerating anything else there. I'm not stupid. And the fact that someone maybe even thought that you were so stupid and thought that they could just play with your energy, maybe it, again, I don't know how it resonates with you, but no. And I feel like this is where the hardcore boundaries, and this is why you are the prize. It's not even just, oh, I'm such a prize, I'm so beautiful, this is it, give me everything. No, no, no. Truly, in a spiritual sense, a woman is also the prize, because in a correct relationship with a spouse, with a person who treats you well, she can help connect this man spiritually to his higher self. Because actually, not to insert like a religion or anything here, but there is a connection between a relationship that man finds himself is in his either connection to the light or his disconnection from it. Because according, like in Kabbalah, for example, right, the woman is directly connected to the light of the Creator. The woman doesn't even, there is teachings that many feminists have problem with, or like men have problem with this too. There is actually a teaching even that says that women do not need their male counterpart to finish their correction of the soul, so to say. They already are a step ahead. They already are much more connected to God, to Creator. And man actually cannot accomplish his correction of the soul without the correct woman by his side. Not just any woman, but the correct woman by his side. Which is why there's all this, if you ever read the sacred texts which talk about soulmates, a man marries a woman according to his behavior. And sometimes he's not allowed to marry his soulmate. Sometimes he has to go through challenges and different things because he has not spiritually elevated himself enough. So this is not, I didn't just make up the whole thing of like, oh, a woman is a prize. And it's not even also about, oh, I'm so beautiful, I'm the prize, I'm whatever, I'm hotter than your ex or something. It's not that. I mean, I'm being mean sometimes just, because people get on my nerves, but it's not about that. It's really that when a man is in a correct relationship with a woman who is truly his counterpart, in that case, she can help him become the best version of himself, both on a physical and on a spiritual level. It's about his connection to his soul, it's about his connection to the source, and it is also about the physical things, material things he is here to manifest. Not just about, oh, making so much money, and then being miserable. No, but actually like creating and achieving things that have light in them, not just darkness and other things. Which is why the woman is a prize, because of that, really. When I say about myself, for example, I am the prize, is because I know of everything that I've achieved in my own breakthroughs in life, spiritual breakthroughs. I know that I'm going to be with correct man. I'm going to help him really to transcend so many different things. Like I do this for things I don't know personally. Imagine me being in a relationship with someone. Of course I'm going to do this. And I recognize that. I'm not going to let anyone bully me and say that, oh, you're not all that. If I'm not all that, I don't need your assessment. You're not the one who is giving assessment here. You know what I mean? So this is what I'm talking about, knowing your worth and your value and being the prize, being the lioness. Like when Nala met, I like to go into Lion King, when Nala met Simba in the wilderness, right? She was still a lion. She was hunting, she was doing whatever like lioness is supposed to do, while he was like effing around, getting high, with Timon and Pumbaa, whatever he was doing, Hakuna Matata. him not being able to be who he is meant to be did not diminish Nala in the Lion the King. She was disappointed in him for sure, but she was still lioness, even if he was not showing up, you know, how he needed to. So there is something here about assessing people also, like are they showing up correctly, and really elevating yourself to be a match to the experiences and people who are on the same level. All right. Not letting people drag you down. And people sometimes say like, oh, you're going to be alone all your life if you say this. Trust me, it's better to be alone than to be in an abusive relationship. I can tell you this one thing for sure. Or to be like dragged down completely. Like I have a friend of mine, beautiful woman, smart, intelligent, but like there was this guy, she started dating him. I really didn't like him. I didn't want to tell to her. I didn't want to interfere because they had something going. So, but I could see that like this is going to drag her down. And like I was very gentle and careful how I say things, but yeah, I ended up being correct. It was not a good situation there, and she's worthy of so much more. So yeah, there's something like this here going on. So yeah, know your worth and value means a message here. Let's look who you're connecting with. You have so much energy. I feel like almost like with this 8 of Wands, there's all these different horses running. So you might start dating. You might start like there's different people interested in you. And I feel like somebody is with the 2 of Wands to the 5 of Pentacles. Somebody is leaving someone else in the cold to be with you. I feel like honestly, whatever is happening, they have already done it, because even if they were somewhere else and not with you, you are really the one who they were with. Like they were thinking about you. Like let's just say they went on vacation with someone, and yet they spent money, a beautiful place, luxury, whatever. And they just did this. So, okay, you go play. And I'm going to go in my corner, sit, pretend I'm working while I'm actually thinking about a Scorpio here. This kind of stuff, they're already done. But again, I feel like for you, it's not impressive, it's not interesting, and it's not attractive, because if you truly love me, you would have been all this time by my side every day. You would have been protecting my heart. You would have never let me be alone even for a day. You would have never like leave me out in this space, like where now I don't need this, right? But there was a time I needed you and you were not there. And you know what? Maybe that's how it's supposed to be. Maybe it's for the better. I'm not even judging this experience. Maybe it's for the better. I'm truly being matched to something better. But now this person is like, look, I made a choice in your favor. How come you don't appreciate it? And I feel like it's not that you don't appreciate it. It's like you've grown. But I don't know, they will do something. I do feel like they will do something. They are doing something. I'm seeing right now. Some of you blocked them. You don't even want to talk about this. Some of you are like, Ella, why are you not even mentioning this in a reading? I mentioned this in a reading because it comes through. But I feel like here there's something to say about you're going towards new energy. Anyway, look at this. Because yeah, with the 8 of Cups, Queen of Pentacles, King of Wands, there is some kind of energy where this person still does believe that it is going to happen how they want it to happen, when they want it to happen. And you're all good luck with that. Because there's something here to say about where they're trying to almost like teach you a lesson that, listen, if I decide to be with you, I will be. And all your little scheming and tricking is not going to work. Who is scheming? Who is tricking? Look at this, 10 of Cups to the Lovers. Not scheming, not tricking. I think honestly what this person does sometimes is they accuse you of what they are doing. This definitely happened to me recently. There was this guy who told me, oh, you're running from me, you're playing all these games, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, it's what you've been doing. I think it's crazy projection, the way it works sometimes. And you know that you can have somebody so much better, to be honest. And some of you are meeting someone, already met someone. And it's almost like you're not even in this energy of chasing this new energy. It just naturally comes to you and you're aligning yourself with it. So there is that energy. But again, there's a very big ego, I feel like, of this person where I'm using word ego because I don't know, for the lack of a better word, where they really think that it's like up to them to decide what happens in this relationship. Oh, good luck with that. Knight of Wands, 4 of Swords, 7 of Pentacles. They're trying to outsmart you. They are pretty intelligent in some ways, not in all, obviously. If they lost you, not that smart. But they will try to, I'm going to say something. Somebody bought a house where you live. Now, I don't know if it's in the same city. I recently had a guy who was kind of like low-key stalking me. He bought an apartment literally like, I don't know, 5 minutes away from me. And I avoid that area as a plague. Like I never go there, but it was very strange, that stuff. Let me just tell you that, a little scary. So this person's kind of like obsessively trying to win you over. They're very triggered if you're dating someone new. Good for them. 5 of Cups, Queen of Swords. You cut someone off here, and this is your victory here. That like, I am not even playing your game. I am done with this because I'm tired of living my life being worried, being constantly confused. I'm worthy of great love. You can watch me glow. You can watch me get married, look at this, I was gonna say get married, have children, but of course for those of you who it's not about, you can watch me marry my soulmate, somebody I'm gonna have so much fun and connection with. You can watch me, it's your turn to watch me do these things, because I know who I am. That's what you're saying to this person. 7 of Swords, again, there's something here about needing to protect what's important to you. Let me see something else. Because again, here, look at this, yearning and soul cage came out. There is this energy of maybe you used to yearn so much for them, used to be so attracted to this longing. Oh my God, I want to be with you, and like try to rescue them. No more. Because I feel like they used, like you had this awakening where you realized that this person used that kind-hearted, good-hearted side of you. Like, I'm going to share something with you. So there was this guy, right? And I'm not attached to this emotionally by any way. I've let go whatever the last drops of it during Sun, Pluto, Capricorn conjunction. It was a little purge that I've let go. But I think honestly that whole experience is like psychotherapist's dream, because there's so much to unpack psychologically there from all sides. There's so much you can see about his trauma, all the people that were involved, and there were a lot of people involved in the trauma, my own also like issues and stuff. It was just great. It was like psychotherapist shrink's dream, that situation. I'm kind of even grateful it was in my life, because there's so much to unpack. Maybe I will even like use some of those experiences to unpack more, because wow, it was beautiful. From, you know, a case study, so to say, field trip case study work. Like, I think honestly I could, if I decide to study like formally, whatever, psychology, stuff like that, I'm ready for like graduation. Like that, just with that one experience. I mean, I'm joking, of course, but like, you know what I mean? It's like, it's a dream to unpack mommy issues, daddy issues, all kind of stuff, like childhood experiences, attachment styles, attachment patterns, like all the different things. Like, wow, it's cultural stuff, even, like, it's beautiful. But anyway, in that situation, I forgot even where I was going with this was that there's so much to unpack that I even forget where I was going with that, because there's many things you can unpack. Like, choose, pick today, you know, your fruit of the day. In that situation, what happened is that this person would basically always try to pull me in, and the second I would be like, okay. And I mean, I'm not like scared of him, I'm not in any I'm not in any energy where I'm like in awe of him or something like this. I'm like very okay, cute guy, like, hi, you know, what's up, like, type of thing. Like, I'm interested in you. If you have the courage, pursue me, right? I was always trying to set up the dynamic like this, while he wanted me to chase him. Oh my God, it's like sassy man apocalypse. But what was interesting is every time when I actually made a step towards him, made definite like something to happen, he would suddenly be hiding under the mask of, oh, I'm still trapped with this, you know, woman, and she's like, he really appealed to, because I think this whole psychology thing myself going on, where deep down subconsciously somewhere I'm trying to save my father from, you know, whatever he's gone through with my mother. So and this was a deep, like, psychiatric, psychological, whatever breakthrough, where I realized why was I attached at some points of my life to men who I felt like I need to save them. And I was realizing that there was a deep connection of me trying to save my father, because I always believed kind of like that if he made different choices, he would have been a much happier man and stuff. And it is that childhood little stuff there. And anyway, so once I had this breakthrough, actually his behavior stopped being attractive to me. And essentially what he would do is he would really hide under this mask, because, oh, I'm so trapped here, I cannot, this and that and that. And like the last post he posted after I actually, bared my soul and been very honest with him about different things. What he did from after sending me messages from fake accounts, from real accounts, writing me YouTube comments, this kind of crazy. It was texting my number and then telling me that I'm bothering him or something, even though I haven't talked to him for months. Crazy stuff that happened, unfolded in this dynamic, him chasing also, but hiding and whatever. He posted a photo of him being so sad, sitting there almost crying, playing a sad melody on the piano, how he's so tortured. And I'm like, listen, I don't know who this works on, but it doesn't work for me. It's not attractive. You're a grown man, and yes, you made some choices that are questionable in the past, but you have to be able to fix your shit. You're a grown man, 40 years old at this point. That's not cute, that's not funny, that's not sexy, that's not attractive. And I understand men can have this vulnerable part of them too and need help, but see, that's very different behavior when you need help and you say, when someone already offered it to you, especially, and said I can be there for you, I can help you, but you reject this, you run and you cry. What do you want? More pity? Because I want to be in awe of my partner. I want a partner who is like me, who worked on themselves, sure, maybe gone through difficult things in their life, but worked and grown through that. And, if you want to be my partner, you have to match that energy. You have to be strong like me. I've worked on myself. Have you? And if you don't want to be my partner, if you want to be my patient, my client, right? Not patient, but client, there's a rate for that. For you, it might be double or triple because you're a complicated case. But even that, you need to show me that you're willing to work on yourself. You want to improve. I don't work with people just who pay me money. I work with people who wanna improve, who listen to what I say. So if you had especially some kind of dynamic where you try to save someone, oh, goodbye. It's not attractive anymore. You're worthy much more than to be, everybody's savior. Ask yourself in childhood, what does it match? Who were you trying to save? Who you still maybe feel guilty that you didn't save or couldn't save? Because there could be some breakthroughs here. Understand that you are the siren. Go not into this, oh, poor guys around me, I'm trying to save everyone. Go into the energy of a siren. Express yourself, your sexual energy, your sensual energy, your beauty, singing, maybe voice, and allow yourself to receive. Even when in some cultures, right, there are gods and goddesses, people in India, I think, in some other cultures too, when you go to some of this temple of goddess Lakshmi, goddess this, goddess that, you bring offerings, to a goddess, right? You don't just come and be like, oh, goddess, fix my problems. No, you don't do like that. You come to gods, goddesses, creation, powerful beings. You come with them and you come to them and you bring offerings. So I feel if this person treats you or any other person treats you like that, you might consider. But but I don't know. Let's just see a little bit more. Anything new coming your way? So we have here anxiety reverse, 6th chakra, Archangel Metatron. So you're letting go of anxiety and you are really healing yourself right now. You're healing your confidence. And you're thinking about what do you want for yourself, how to balance some situations. I feel you are not so restricted anymore. And there is some kind of journey taking place for you where you decide what do you want to happen. I feel you're going to have here, you're manifesting connection where a person is very healing, very, very healing. And person who is very careful, they care about protecting your heart more than they care about protecting their own ego. Read that again, because I feel you might have had a person in the past who cared more about their image, their public situation, their public image, what friends will say, what mom will say, what friends will say, what this will say. They cared more about that than the heart of the person they loved. And how is this going to unfold for them? I don't know, but definitely you are not a part of that kind of picture. So even if the only thing they lose is you, I feel that's already enough. Anyway, we'll take a look in the extended, more of your healing process right now. Any other energies you need to know, I will focus on the new energy in the extended. We'll see if any of that situation wants to come through, what they have to say, for anything for you to let go and release. Link to the extended is going to be down below. And also, actually, let's do this. Think of a question. We're going to have a simple answer to that question. We're going to take an angel cards. I have the whole deck here. We'll take angel cards to answer your question. And yeah, we'll take a look in the extended into some question you have in mind. Think of a question now. We'll start actually with that. Anyway, link to the extended down below. Thanks so much for joining. We'll talk soon. Bye.